Welcome all of you class. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. Class, I am going to explain a chapter in class 12. The name of this chapter is International Organization. Class, in this chapter we are going to discuss about after the end of Cold War, after the disintegration of USSR, when the world has become a unipolar. So at that time, what was the role of UNO and how UNO have a need to restructure? How after the Cold War we restructure the United Nations, and how the UNO will challenge the world, which will become a unipolar class. How United Nations challenge the US, which is only a superpower. In this class, we will also discuss about the Security Council, and we will also study what will be the need of security to reform in the Security Council. We will also discuss the structural and functional reform of UNO, and we will also discuss the role of India in UNO and how India will cooperate with UNO. So class, after the Cold War, we will discuss the role of UNO in this chapter. Class, after the First World War, there was an organization come into existence which was known as League of Nations, and this League of Nations was made for peace and cooperation and avoid the war. But class, after some time, when Hitler, Mussolini, the dictators these fascist forces were emerged, and they avoid the League of Nations. And America was also not joined League of Nations. That is why with the time League of Nations was become weak. And under the leadership of Hitler, Germany was rise their power, and he was become the danger for whole world. And now Second World War was starting in 1939, and after the class, when Second World War was ended, the world leaders like Roosevelt, Churchill and Stalin were come together, and they were want to make an organization which keep peace in whole world. They want like Roosevelt of America, Stalin of USSR and Churchill of Britain. These big leaders were come together, and they were trying to meet one international organization for peace. And this international organization was the successor of League of Nations, and UNO was founded on 24 October 1945. And their aim was to reduce the tension, avoid the war, and maintain the international peace, serve the community class. Class, there is a question कि why international organization? Why we have a need an international organization? This is a big question. Class, today and in the current era, there was some big problem like global warming, and due to global warming, the glaciers were melted, glaciers are melted, and the coastal area like Bangladesh, Maldives, these the coastal regions where may they will be submerged in the sea. So this was a big challenge for the world, global warming, terrorism, and so there was a need to cooperation. There was a danger of pollution, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, and if the atmosphere is polluted, it will also destroy the humanity and nature of another country also. So, to accept the challenge of global warming, we have a need to cooperation, and this international organization provides us a platform. The whole humanity will come on this platform and cooperate and solve the problem, find the path, find the solution for a peaceful coexistence. Class, the world class, why we have a need an international organization? Class, in all over the world, there are so many countries, and maybe the conflicts and tension will be arising between the countries. So every conflict, every tension is not need to solve by the war or by hot war. So instead of this, they have another path. The countries will come together and talking, and by talking they solve their tension and make a path for peace and security for whole world. So that is why we have a need a international organization where the two countries which they have a conflicts, they will come together and talk and solve their conflicts, reduce their conflicts, and without going in the war, they can solve their problem. So that is why we have a need a international organization. Class, we have given, I am giving another example, like some another problem like a global warming, the increasing of CFC gas in the atmosphere, chlorofluorocarbon, chloro and fluoro, these are the things which come out of the pollution and go in the environment, and with the ozone layer it will make the chemical reaction, and that is why ozone layer will deplete. So the erosion in the ozone layer was a problem of whole world. Global warming is the problem for whole world, and there is a need to cooperation in all over the world and their countries. So United Nations is provide a platform where so many countries are come together and talk about the problem and try to find a solution which save the humanity from natural calamity. class unfortunately कि there is a need of cooperation and actually they make cooperation. These are two different things. Many times the countries where have a need to many times countries have a need to cooperation, but they were not ready to cooperate. And how it will be decided कि share of cooperation will divided among the member justly. So UNO was provide a mechanism, UNO provide a platform, UNO provide some rules and regulation for the international community to ensure their cooperation justly, and how the cost of cooperation will also divided among the member of countries. So UNO provide a platform, UNO provide the mechanism, UNO was sharing the responsibility among the member of countries justly. So UNO, the international organization, can do this very well. That is, we have a need to international organization. Class, after the end of Cold War and after the disintegration of USSR and after the disband of USSR and Communist Party, there was the world will become a unipolar. The America and Western countries were now very powerful, and now there was no another blocks to challenge them. America and their alliance countries were so powerful that no one can challenge. So this is a big question that after the end of Cold War, there is only one superpower, USA. So how can UNO challenge them? Can UNO have the ability to create a challenge for US and the Western countries? So we will study these things in the last of the chapter class. How this international organization, United Nations, was come into existence. After the First World War, the countries were trying to make an organization like a League of Nations. League of Nations was formed after the First World War to make a peace and avoid the war. But it cannot stop the conflicts and war. And Second World War in 1939 was started, and it was in 1945. Plus, after the end of Second World War, the great leaders like Roosevelt, Churchill and Stalin were come together, and they were trying to make an international organization which was known as United Nations, and this was the successor of League of Nations. Class, the UNO have a challenge how it will reduce the tension between the country. An aim of United Nations was to establish peace among the different countries and trying to create a peace and cooperation among the nation. If two countries were going to war, so it is the duty of UNO to avoid the war. But if two countries were engaged in the war, will trying to finish this war. They provide a platform for the cooperation by talking, by different help. Class UNO was established on 24 October 1945 after signing the Charter of UNO by the 51 countries. The aim of UNO was to find the things which was not found by the League of Nations. The aim of UNO was to maintain the peace and trying to cooperate between the different countries. This was and preventing the tension and war among the nations. This is the aim of United Nations. Class, when UNO was established on 24 October 1945, by 51 countries were signing the Charter of UNO, and this UNO have a 6 principal organs: General Assembly, Security Council, International Court of Justice, Economical and Social Council, Secretariat, and Trusteeship Council. Class, these are the principal organ of United Nations. United Nations is the principal organ. Class, the international organization is United Nations UNO, and it was established on 24 October 1945 after the signing of Charter of UNO by the 51 member countries. This UNO was come into existence, and this was become an international organization. Class, this United Nations have a 6 principal organs. First organ of this UNO is General Assembly. Class, at the present time, there are 193 countries are the member. Nearly all the independent countries are the member of this General Assembly. This General Assembly is working like a parliament. Class, one 190 members were come here, and every member have a 1 vote. Class, so in General Assembly there are 193 members. Nearly all the independent countries are the member here in the General Assembly, and this is like a parliament of our India, and member countries have a 1 vote. And the last country is South Sudan, which was become the member of UNO. And this second most important organ is, you can also say the most important organ of UNO is Security Council. This class, in this Security Council, the 5 permanent members, and they have a veto power. These 5 permanent members are US, USA, UK, Britain, France, and China. Okay, class? USA, UK, Britain, France. Sorry, class. Again, I am repeating. USA, USSR, UK, France, and China. Britain and UK both are the same country. United Kingdom, Britain both are the same. So 5 permanent members are USA, USSR, China, France, and these are the 5 countries: USA, USSR, UK, France, and China. These are the 5 permanent members, and they have a veto power. You know, class, what is the meaning of veto power? It is a veto. This veto is working as a negative part, negative things. If any one of the country in these 5, they ask no, it means the work will not going to be happen. Okay, अगर एक ने भी no बोल दिया तो काम नहीं होगा. This veto power working as a negative vote. Okay, and class, you know, after the Second World War, these 5 most powerful countries: USA, USSR, UK, France, and China. So after the Second World War, these 5 countries are so powerful. That is why after the Second World War, when Security Council was established, the veto power was given in these 5 countries basically. And you know, this is the most important organ, and their responsibility is to ensure the security for all the member countries, or security for all the world. And the third important organ is International Court of Justice. You know, their headquarters is Hague in Hague. This International Court of Justice is class where the 2 countries, when they have a dispute, they will going to International Court of Justice and resolve their problem. So this is the very important organ, International Court of Justice. It will resolve the tension between the 2 countries. And the next organ is Economical and Social Council. You know, class, UNO was doing so many social and economical services. UNO was provided to whole world, and this is why Economical and Social Council. UNO was doing their welfare of public welfare work, the work for the social welfare, for the social development by this Economical and Social Council. So this organ is a very important organ, and they work with the help of different agencies like UNESCO, UNICEF, UNDP, and WHO, WTO. So there are many different agencies, and with these different agencies, these UNESCO, UNICEF, WHO, WTO, with the different agencies, UNDP, with the different agencies, with the help of different agencies, this Economical and Social Council ensure the welfare of whole world, provide the health facility, provide the protection for the children, encourage the scientific educational cultural progress of the whole humanity class. The next most important figure is the Secretariat. You know, General Secretary of UNO in the current time is the Antonio Guterres, and he was a most public figure in UNO, most representative person of, you can say, General Secretary is the executive part of this organization. And you know, Antonio Guterres was taking their work properly during the pandemic. He was trying to provide best services for the world. But today, in this pandemic, he was also criticized by some Western countries. And the last organization class looking trusteeship council. This was disband class.